programs. You invested in mentorship. You still invest in these different things. Information changes situations with implementation. People are getting advice, Trey. Like, you're telling people, yo, this is what you need to do to be successful, but people still aren't doing it. And the most reasons why, because when you don't pay, Trey, you don't pay attention. Here's my new thing, Trey. I'm even charging. So I've been giving people free stuff, like join my program for free, do this for free. And I realized when I give it, in particular, my friends, like they my homies, I love them. Like, yo, bro, take this for free. But when I give it to them for free, guess what they do, Trey? They don't do nothing with it because it didn't cost them anything. When it don't cost you anything, when you're not invested in it, Trey, you spent your last $174 to get your t-shirt brand in. You invested, you went all in because you realized, like, crap, I'm giving my all to this. It's like, Trey, I don't know if you remember, because now you buy your own sneakers, but when I was your age, I used to dog out my sneaks, Trey. I mean, dog them out. Like, I mean, run through them and expect my mom to get me another pair in a week or two. But when I started working, Trey, because when I had to get a job, I got jobs because I didn't know about entrepreneurship like this. And I started buying my own sneaks. I started to respect them. Yeah. You know why, Trey? Because I worked so hard for it. So what I want you guys to start doing, this is a good exercise for people. Don't look at things that you buy. Don't look at things as you buy as how much it costs. I want you to start looking at the things you buy as how much time did it cost you. You know why I don't spend money on foolish stuff? Because I think about how much. So, for example, when I had my job, I made $1,500 a month. If I went to go buy red bottoms at $1,000, I spent 200 hours to get the money. I didn't spend $1,000. I spent 200 hours. So when you start paying people for stuff, you start operating and treating it differently, man. Yeah. So what's next for you, Trey? What you got coming up? I know you got a big summer ahead of you, man. What you got moving? And real quick, guys, someone said I heard that Shopify notification go off. Somebody might have just supported them. Just completed my order and didn't use the discount. Proud of you, young man. And man, we appreciate that.
Thanks so much, Mr. Ant. Thank you so much.
Oh man, we appreciate that. I love it, man. That's love. That's support. And send me a DM, bro. I don't know what I'm going to send you, but just for supporting a young man, I'm going to bless you with something. Yeah.
So for me, coming up in the summer, I got a lot of big things near. I have FaceTime people, but I'm going to tell you right after this live, I got something major coming up. I'm going to just tell you it's in New York. In New York, I'm coming. I'm telling you guys, it's going to be really major. I got a lot of youth classes. I'm working on my book right now. I'm just doing a lot of traveling, networking. That's one thing that I take seriously, networking. Your network is your net worth. The more people you be around. I always heard this quote, you hang around 5 billionaires, you ought to be the sixth one. So you dig what I'm saying? So I'm networking and just meeting new people. The more I notice, the more people I meet, it's like the more opportunities I get. It's like the more doors that get open for me because, you know, I'm just so open and things like that. I'm networking with a lot of people. I'm just working on my book. I'm just working on expanding my mind to just like a lot of different things. I'm working on my Spergo fall collection. It's just so many things coming in at one time, and I'm just super excited. I'm just super excited for the summer. I'm super excited for this winter. I'm super excited for next summer. Just because I know this is the year that's going to change my life. I speak it into existence every single day. This is going to be the year that's going to change my life. This is going to be the year that I buy my mom her white Benz in December, on December 31st, my birthday. And that's one thing I want to tell everybody. When you have goals and things like that, you want to get specific as possible.
What is it, Trey? In order to be prolific, you need to be what?
Specific.
Cool. Hey, Trey, they don't even know, Trey, though, you retiring your mom this year too. I don't know a 13-year-old kid who writing a resignation letter to go give to her a job and say, I won't be coming back at 13. Come on, man.
My mom know the deal. She knows this is the year of retirement. My mom 36 years old. She getting retired. And my mom, I'm taking her traveling the whole states. My brother and my sister, they're going to be able to see the world. They just like you. I'm trying to get like you.
Cool. Y'all hear the young man. And here's so crazy, guys. I don't know. It's only 34 y'all here, but watch how it happened. watch on December 31st when he pull up with the benzo. Watch in a couple months when you see he retired his mom. Listen to me, guys. Speak those things that are not as they are. So many people, guys, they speaking negativity over your life. Your mouth, and Isabella, drop your quote about the inflator or deflator. Your mouth will make you or break you. Do you understand that it requires the same amount of effort to speak life over yourself than to speak death over yourself? Do you understand that? It didn't cost Trey any more effort for him to say he's going to retire his mom. It didn't require, he didn't have to think in a different manner. You just got to speak. You got to speak those dreams into existence. And then after you speak them, guys, you got to work them.
That's one thing, because I remember there's so many times like us as a culture, everyone, before we even say anything is always I can't. No. It's
I can't afford it, Trey. It's too much, Trey. I can't do it, Trey.
It was just like, I remember one time I was younger, somebody was like, you doing homeschool? And I'd be like, no, I can't. And it's like, I never thought about it. I never thought why. It's just automatic in our mind. No, I can't. I can't do this. I can't afford this. I remember you was talking about how your grandma was like, when you had first was going to travel over the country, a lot of people in your family, they was telling you, oh, it's dangerous over there. It could get you sick over there and things like that. Just because of the no and the I can't and the not positive mindset. The negative mindset won't get you anywhere.
And you know the biggest thing, Trey, just to add on to that, Trey, and oftentimes, Trey, the thing that stops more of us than anybody, and it's hard to say, it is our parents. Because our parents operate from a mindset of scarcity and being safe. So they're going to say, grandma, son, don't travel around the world. It's dangerous. I've been to 55 countries. I love my grandma. God rest her soul, right? She was the number one reason why I'm an entrepreneur, because she helped me so many different ways. But when it comes to traveling and business, I don't listen to my grandma. Why? Because she's not a traveler. She's not a business owner. So a lot of you asking your mom, your dad, if it's a good idea for you to start a business when they work a 9 to 5 for the last 40, 50 years, it will never become a good idea because they operate from a place of scarcity and they operate with a place of they need stability. So now when they're seeing these young kids doing what they're doing, they can't even understand, like, how are you generating money on social media? How are you doing this? How are you doing that? People can't even understand it. So you can't share your goals and dreams with some people, and that is even your parents, right? A lot of our parents, we're sending our kids to college, and oftentimes you're not giving them a death sentence. You're giving them a debt sentence. You aren't signing the loan. They are. I'm going to say that again because I don't know if someone missed this. A lot of us guys are not getting a death sentence. You're getting a death sentence to do something you don't even love. I'm going to go pursue this just to make my parents proud. You need to stop trying to make people proud, and you need to make yourself proud. Like, I don't care what no one says. I'm only going to do what I love every day. I'm not listening to what no one says. If it doesn't make sense, if this person isn't in position I want to be in, I'm not asking for their advice. And that's where a lot of us are going wrong, right? They're looking for advice from people who haven't done what they've done. People are taking constructive criticism from people who haven't built anything. That don't make sense to me, Trey.
Yeah, it's crazy.
What you said the other day, Trey so woke at 13. We was talking about, like, yo, Trey, why in school, why aren't they teaching about financial literacy? Me and Trey, I just took Trey with me to Puerto Rico, St. Thomas. In this last 365, Trey went with me to Hawaii, LA, Puerto Rico, St. Thomas,
and St.
John, Jersey, New York, all these different places. Dude got a debit card. He write checks. But why aren't they teaching us about debit cards? Why aren't they teaching us about finances? They're literally setting us up to get out, to be of the world. I don't get it, Trey. What's good with it?
It's no reason that you're able to get like a $200,000 student loan and not a $5,000, a $2,000, $1,000 business loan. And I just want a lot of you guys just to look at it. Just to look at it like, dang, they won't give me $1,000 business loan, but they would give me a $200,000 student loan. Just think about it for a minute. Let it soak in.
Listen. Here's the other thing, right? Isabella, 15-year-old. You and Isabella got to go live one day. Isabella, 15-year-old kid, right? She's in school telling entrepreneurs she's making money. They calling her a scam. Oh, I invest in education. They call her. She making money. But then when they get out of school and not have no money, Isabella don't got to ask nobody for money. Trey, how good do it feel not have to ask your mom, can you buy? We out to eat. You like, yo, bro, I got the bill this time. I'm like, you got what? You got the bill. Like, how good it feel to be, to know you good, bro?
You know, it felt good. It felt great. You know, that's why I would never stop. You dig what I'm saying? It just makes you feel like you on it, you dig what I'm saying? Ever since I was young, I always wanted to be the boss. I wanted to be in charge of everything in school. You know, I was bossy, everything. Like, you know, I always wanted to be the boss and things like that. So that's why I really love, you know, I'm able to go into the mall, and if I want this, I want that, I'm able, you know, to take my mom out to dinner, take my little brother out to dinner. And the thing that I really love is when I'm able to take my friends with me, and my little cousins and my little brother and my little sister, and they're able to look at me like, whoa, it's possible. I was just with my friends when we was at the Doom Day Festival. They like, you know, they was starting to learn the system, and I was like really proud. I shed a tear when I got home. It's like, yeah, now they know that it's possible. We come from a community where it's like, it's always shootings, it's always killings, it's always drugs, it's always drug dealers, and we never knew that was possible. We never knew that we're able to travel to 55 countries like Neo. We never knew it was somebody like me is able to get on CNN and be on a worldwide commercial for a whole month and an entire month. I never knew that it's possible for you to get on the Steve Harvey show, and I'm just showing you know that it's possible. And that's my main thing. Like, it's possible. You keep working, you keep striving. It's possible. Anything is possible with hard work and dedication.
Write this down, people. Listen to me. This is my favorite quote. Once your mind is expanded to a new concept or idea, it's hard to go back to its original way of thinking. I'm going to say it again because I don't want that to go over your head. Once your mind is expanded to a new concept or idea, it's hard to go back to its original way of thinking. You understand the reason why Trey would never be able to go get a job for anyone in this world? Do you understand Isabella? She's here. She will never be able to get a job from anybody in this world. King not here. He will never be able to get a job from anyone in this world. Do you understand why? Because they've been exposed. All of these kids, they generate $1,000 a day, $5,000 a day, $10,000 a day. Low day, 100, 300, 500, but they're generating grown people's income that someone may have to work a week, 2 weeks. So in their mind, if I say, Trey, come hang out with me, come work all day for $100, $150, he can't even, it doesn't make financial sense for him because he can go make $1,000. He can go make $2,000. He could go make $3,000 in a day. He could go make 500. So he will never be able to go to a job where they say, yo, we're going to give you $8, $9 an hour, because it physically, it doesn't make sense to him. So as he see me travel to 55 countries, he's going to do more than that because he actually knows someone who's actively doing it. Already put Trey on a jet. He already been on these planes. He can't go back to average now because he's been exposed. So the number one key that I try to teach parents is you need to expose them young as quickly as you can, because you got to break their mind into seeing what's possible before society puts you in a normal. Walt Disney said, observe what the masses do and do the opposite. Trey, King Nye, Isabella, they're doing the opposite. They're seeing what everyone else is doing, and they say, yo, I'm going to go do something different. They're making a short-term sacrifice, right? Think about this, everyone. Let's be honest. Everyone here, adults and kids, how much further would every one of us be right now if from 7th grade or 6th grade, they made us spend an hour a day to learn about business, financial literacy, starting a business, instead of these science projects or learning about Christopher Columbus? What if they